Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Today we are talking about load-bearing devices. Which seems strange because when we talk about load-bearing devices, essentially any backpack, any Bergen, any rucksack is a load-bearing device. You put stuff in it, you strap it to your shoulders and you go off on your merry adventures. However, AKEX Alpha 3200 is a pack designed specifically for those hunters and outdoor enthusiasts to go out and have their adventures, but also not have to worry about the constraints of loads. The way in which this is designed makes this possibly the most capable pack that I've ever tested. Which seems a strange adjective to use towards a pack, capable, but I think it is the best one because it just brings in so many different aspects, from its modularity to how this can be adapted to so much more, which I think the best capable pack that I've tested is probably the best moniker for the Alpha 3200. So that's what we're going to have a look at today. So let's stop waffling and let's get into the AKEX Alpha 3200. Now obviously you've probably worked out from the naming convention, the Alpha 3200 is a 3200 cubic inch. Now I'm not a cubic inch kind of guy, I'm a litres kind of guy, so that's 52 litres, but I'll try and stick to the 3200, so yeah. But there's plenty that you can pack into this. 52 litres, I've done it again, I've just gone back to litres, but 52 litres is a very good amount, especially, but it kind of skirts on some of the larger packs that can go up to 80-90 litres. It skirts a good area between something that you could use more as a day pack. Now 52 litres on a day pack it's a rather large amount. Being the type that tends to overpack, then it's great for me, but you can certainly strap a lot of this down, and you'll hopefully see throughout this that there is an incredible, and I mean incredible, this is why I talk about the capability of this pack. There's an incredible amount of versatility that you can have with this, from the different ways in which you can strap this up to even some of the other features again that we'll have a look at. So first of all, as far as your construction is concerned, AKEX really haven't scrimped on your materials. It's constructed from a 500D Cordura. 500D is great. Some, oh, wish it was 1000. No, don't be daft. It's a large pack that is designed for carrying weight. 500 litres is perfect for this. The vast majority of your zippers, now I say vast majority because we've just got this small little kind of day pack here at the front, but on the main bag, your zippers on here across the front and to your two main compartments are all AquaGuard zippers. All of your buckles, rock solid Duraflex buckles, webbing on here, mil-spec webbing, everything is done to an exceptionally high level. Now I did mention this front part on the front here, so what I'm going to do is just quickly take this off. So this is designed so that if you need to have an additional day pack, or at least if you've been somewhere, you've made camp and you want to go out and maybe do some stalking, maybe you just want to go out and get a lay of the land. Now I'm doing this, and I've purposely done this with gloves on to make sure that I can show that all of these buckles are glove friendly. Now they are glove friendly, but it's just a struggle when you're doing stuff on camera. So you have this small pack on the front of here, that you have more water YKK zippers on the inside, have a small little stuff pack on there, so this is great. So if you want to go out, maybe do an extra little walk, take something to eat with you and some water to stay hydrated, you can do with this. On the back here, this is where this wee beauty opens out. You have these two zips. Which come out like so, and then you've got a little backpack on the inside there. Super useful, like I say. I haven't used this for travelling, but I certainly am going to use this when I get the first chance to go away with work. I'm going to take this away, especially if it's a day trip or a couple of days away to see clients. I'm going to take this with me. mainly just to see how well it does when it travels as well. It's not particularly designed for that, although there's no reason why it couldn't do. So lifting the bag back up again on the front here. So the main compartment, the main front panel is reasonably simple. You do have some additional daisy chaining on here, so if you have some bungee, then you can pass some bungee through here. I think again, when they're thinking of how adaptable they want things to be, and the way in which this can be used for carrying carcasses, carrying meat, anything like that. Maybe if you're in an area where you just want to be kind of slipping between a top, then you can put some bungee through there and then you can use that. There is an additional, an additional compression strap. I like to see the compression strap that goes across the front as well. I think that's useful, mainly the fact that compression straps generally tend to compress the sides, which these do. However, having the two compression straps on the front as well, if you do have your bungee system through there, will just mean that whatever's on the front will be kept nice and secure. All of these little straps that are now free because I've removed that front day pack. There are additional bits around the side that you can then attach those to, so they'll stop them from just kind of flailing around. On the front here at the top you have one of the EDC logos. It's reasonably subtle. It's black on green. There's a few different versions or a few different colours of these. You could get the all black version and then you certainly wouldn't be able to see that. But you have a small zip lined pocket here which goes down probably about say 10, 11 inches. So if you want to put anything in here that you can just grab and go, maybe it's something to eat, then you can do. Now, as far as the compartments are concerned, I'm just going to take that strap off for a second. As far as the main compartments are concerned, there are two main compartments on this. You have one here at the front. Just put the zips on the wrong side for where I'm standing today. This folds down, and then on the inside here you have some additional mesh pockets so that you can do additional organising on here. If you are out camping, hunting, it's great to be able to put your ammunition in there, great to be able to put maybe a fire starting kit or maybe something that you want to separate out for your lunch. Even maybe if it's some sort of first aid kit as well. Then we have the large main section. Now I've put quite a bit in here today, mainly because there's quite a bit for me to take out to do some filming. It's not a full clamshell open. It opens probably about say 3 inches from the bottom. So if you're resting it like this, it does kind of stop that from all just kind of falling out. I've got my filming equipment. I'll explain that one later. Just in case I wanted to hang this, got an extra thermal layer, got my schmog in there, some other stuff that we're going to be filming today. I bought a small tarp out just in case. So the vast majority, I'd probably say maybe 80% of that 3200 litres is in this front compartment here as well. Now on the inside, let me just undo this because I can't undo it from the inside. I thought I could, but the zipper is on the outside. So you have in here, there is also an additional pass-through. If it is something that you want to get from the bottom, you can do. Maybe there's something that there is a strange shape maybe that you've gone out, or at least you've found and that you can pass it through, then you can pass it through there. Mainly this is to get items from the bottom just in case it's been stacked that way, but I guess if you did want to orientate something through here, then you could do as well. Now that we've got it all closed up again, one of the other things that does come with this is there is a rain hood for this. It's all contained within its little pocket, so you can unfold this, put it over here, and you'll be able to cover everything. Just some additional points though, on the side, so you do have these really large water bottle holders. You'll be able to see while I'm walking here, I actually have my tripod, the bottom of my tripod in these, and then it's strapped to the side. Does an exceptionally good job of being able to carry larger items on the side. At the moment I just have my little water bottle there. However, you can definitely fit larger items through the sides. The two compression straps kind of say a third of the way down and 2/3 to the top do an exceptionally good job of keeping anything that you have there in place. An additional item that you do get with this is you have a buttstock pouch here. So you can pass your rifle, or at least put your rifle buttstock into this, have it all the way up to the top here, and you've got a quick release. Now, I've not seen this on packs before. This is the first time that I've come across something like this. I think it's very well done. So you pass your, or at least your buttstock will go through here, your barrel will go through here, and this uses one of those magnetic fidlocks, which goes across your shoulders onto the harness system, and there's a D-ring that you pull here, so that once you've got hold of the barrel of your rifle and you pull this, then it will release, so that you've not got to spend a lot of time shuffling around to get your rifle undone when you need to be able to take the shot when you need to. Both of the sides are identical as far as these pockets are concerned. I also have my little camera in there, but then behind each of the pockets, if I unzip this, you have one of these lateral style bellow pockets. Zip here is at the top. And these are huge, these are really big, so if you did want to be able to put some drink in here, you can do, and it will fit with ease. Now, what I will say is that these pockets are on the inside as well, so whatever volume that you put into this will take some volume from the inside of your bag, ever so slightly, but it's just something that if you need to get quick access to that rather than getting into your bag, you can have it on these external pockets, yes, and just be able to grab it when you need it. Now, it's the back of this where ACE's attention to detail really shines, because there's a lot of thought put into this, especially considering that this is a pack designed for carrying heavier loads. So, first of all, the suspension system on this, very well thought out, so it is fully adjustable. Here on this rear carbon fibre panel, there are 4 different levels at which you can height adjust this. At this moment, or at least when it arrived, it was on the 3rd one up. It's a little bit too high for me. Very simple to be able to adjust these. On the inside, there's a buckle that you pass through this, so that when you pass it through flat like that, but when it pulls through, it sits flat against here. So to undo it, you just have to, I suppose you don't even have to undo it, you just have to twist the buckle to pass it back through. So yeah, you get lots of options for that. Each of these is about maybe an inch or so apart. Extra, just little details. So on the back here, so this is the suspension system is fully constructed from this Cordura material, but then on the inside, it feels like a neoprene style material. So it's really nice and soft, but also will make sure that this doesn't rub against you whilst you're walking. But then on the back here, subtle little details. So there's this felty style material, because this is where it will jostle against your pack. It's reducing the amount of wear and tear on your pack, which is great. All of these have load adjusters as well. I have just removed these just for a quick second, but you can fully pull down on these to make sure that it keeps as close to your body as possible. All of the buckles, although I've just put that one upside down, all of the buckles are very good, they're very tight. When you cinch them tight, they lock into place. For the load adjusters, these are your normal kind of spring buckles, I guess, whatever you'd call these, pinch buckles. However, one thing that I forgot to mention is on the side, so all of these side tensioners, rather than just having the normal buckles on there, these actually have, let me find one. Here it is, it's just on the front here. So these have these little cams on them, so you have to when you ratchet it tight, the cam locks into place similar to like a climbing cam. So then if you want to undo them, you have to push down on the cam to then be able to let out some of that slack. When it comes to load bearing, keeping your loads as tight and as controlled as possible is the most important. So if your load starts to move, starts to jostle around, that affects your shoulders, that affects your balance, which eventually translates down into your hip, down into your knees, and then you start to feel more wear and tear on your body from walking and carrying heavier loads. So being able to keep your load down, battened down as tightly as possible is key, and you can certainly do that with this. Underneath all of this, you also have this carbon fiber back, which also makes sure that there's less flex in it as well, which again also helps. Now before we get onto this, let's just get down to the waistband here, which we're getting a little bit of snow on. So the waistband on this is one of the nicest waistbands that I've tried. It's lovely and thick. Look at that, it's probably about 7 or 8 inches deep. So when you have this on your hips, it's great. It really does help to alleviate some of that load. The thickness of this as well, I mean this is probably about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches thick when you've got this nestled just in the nape of your back. It just melts like butter. It is really genuinely that nice. And then you also have two additional sacks on here, which are completely removable. So if you don't want to have these on here, it's just Velcro, and you can take those off. Maybe if you're doing something and you're out on a day trip or something, you want to take these separately. They also have these buckles on the side as well, so you can take these off. And if you have some additional webbing, you can attach some additional webbing, maybe take one of these out as a little sling pack, maybe take it out as a waist pack. You've already got your small little day sack on that's got all, you know, your hydration, your food, your map, whatever it is and you need for today. But you want to take out some snacks, maybe your gloves, you can put some webbing through those, and yeah, you know, you're off, you're on your adventures. Now all of this, as I mentioned, is all pinned into this rear back panel. And this is where the beauty of this shines. I'm just going to undo that one again there as well. So your load adjusters, you can completely separate this from the pack, which I already have started to do. So you have to, there are some buckles here at the bottom, because this, the foundation of this that it's mounted to is these two top parts here. So you have to undo the bottom buckles first, which will allow this to slide down, and then it can slide out. So moving this onto its side, if I was to, here's those cam bits that you have to undo. Hopefully you'll be able to see here that you have this rear shelf here that you can then put an additional load into. I believe there are two shelves. Where's the other one? Anyway, there are two shelves in here. So if you need to have something, maybe you have a carcass and you have a larger leg that you've got the main weight at the bottom and then you've got the bone coming out through the top, you can do that. You can also adjust the height of this as well, and it's the same. So again, you know, we mentioned here at the top, you have these buckles, you can pass the buckles, push the buckles through, and then when you get it to the height, maybe you want to take it a little bit further down, you can do that as well, and you can swap that around. If you want, you can completely take the main pack off of here. So if you are not too far away from camp and you don't want to take this out and you want to dismember a carcass and help to bring it back without the additional weight, you can completely take this off and then just go out with this, and again, you know, do whatever it is that you need to do, and then you can bring that back. You can bring that back as well. Here is on the bottom here, so you can see this an additional, oh, this is having good fun with my gloves, an additional section for being able to store things, but also this is part of the rig here for the waist belt as well. Now the measure of any backpack, any rucksack, any Bergen, anything that is designed to carry load, really just is nice and simple, is how well it does when it carries. And I have to say, this has been one of the nicest Bergens rucksacks that I've been able to test. You can get everything just right. Now, I'm not saying This might sound negative, but I don't think this pack is for everybody. Some people might look at this and feel a little overwhelmed, and it's very easy to do. There's straps on straps on straps that you can completely adjust this to the nth degree. I know I've talked in the past about certain packs. The beauty of those packs is in their simplicity. There is a simplicity to this, to a certain level, but this is a very technical pack. So I will say that about this. It's not necessarily a critique, it's just an observation. If you're the type that likes less straps, then you may not necessarily like this pack. I don't mind that personally, especially with a pack like this, because they've thought into all of those sort of things. So every single strap, every single thing that can be bound or battened down or cinched in has a strap adjuster on there. They also have bungee. It's either bungee, you got bungee here on the front, or they have Velcro so that you can kind of just get everything away. You don't want things kind of wobbling around. But yeah, you get it so that it's just right. As I say, so I did adjust the shoulders when I first got this. They're now just perfect. The height of it is just right. The waistband is sitting perfectly. Just maybe say 2 fingers below my belly button, which again is just right for me. And it's perfectly on my love handles to make sure that it's away from my hips, from the actual parts that's moving, so that when I'm walking with this, not tripping over bloody logs and stuff. Yeah, it's just right, and yeah, really like this. I need to have a word with my team in Moorlander HQ. I think the people at AKEC may have some Moorlander blood in them. I think thousands of years ago, when the Moorlanders ventured out to North America with the Vikings and we had a bit of a laugh, I'm sure some of them stayed behind, and they've kind of, yeah, they must be working at AKEC now, because it's been really well suited for the moorlands, which, you know, it's getting outdoors and having the confidence to get outdoors in the kit that you've got isn't going to fail you. And yeah, I'm kind of gushing a little bit on this one. I really have thoroughly enjoyed testing this pack out. I know you know that when I come out filming, in the background there's always one of my Savata packs. I think this may be my new Savata pack that I'll be bringing out everywhere with me, because I always overpack. So yes. Now, at this point, I just want to say a huge thank you to AKEC for sending this to me. Absolutely stunning pack. I think you've done an incredibly good job on the Alpha 3200. I'll leave all of AKEC's links below so that you can see more from them. They do have another pack which is a larger pack. Is it a 4800? Anyway, so there is another larger pack as well. So yes, all of those links will be below. Thank you again to the amazing team at AKEC. I'll leave some of my social media links below so that you can see more from me here on Moorlander EDC and my other channel, Moorlander Tactical. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. It's a device designed to carry a certain amount of weight or a large load. But we're today chickens and apple cores, reindeers, my daddy snores. Not bad. I promise I'll stop singing. Walking in a winter wonderland, in the meadow well, the meadow's over there and there's not enough snow for a snowman. So yeah. Whew. It's cold, piglet. I've got my thermal insulation in the bag. Should probably have it on, but I will take it off when I've took it out of the bag. I'll put it on when I've took it out of the bag. Whew. Let's do this. Either on the left hand side or on the right hand side, and it's perfect. It doesn't go fuck. think this might be the one for the hunters and the real kind of hardcore outdoor enthusiasts out there, and this is what we'll have a look at today. I think that was better.